get pretty excited when we hear stories of someone figuring out how to double farmers' incomes. That makes a huge difference, right? But there's an Indian fellow who has a technology that boosts yields by, I think, 7x and incomes up to 12x. And yet, the technology isn't even the most interesting part of the story. So please welcome, from Telangana, India, the co-founder of Cosmos Green and Kheyti, Sathya Raghu.
Wow, this is just amazing. I see Lujain from Saudi. I see Prerak from India. Wow, I mean, this is, I don't know, I think I'm getting quite emotional about it. Jacqueline, I'll be the 17th person to tell you that you have been talking about for a long time. The very first seminar that we have had in 2014, something that Jacqueline spoke about was that she just dreams of a day when people from different parts of the world who represent Acumen, who actually have Acumen in their DNA, whether it be fellows, partners, or sponsors, just come under one umbrella. I think the only difference is they came under a dome, not an umbrella, right? And I think this is undoubtedly one of the best gifts we could give to Jacqueline. And friends, can we clap so loud that Nairobi, Islamabad, and Delhi get to hear that we are here, right? This is fascinating because the very first day of my Acumen Fellowship, way back in 2014, Jacqueline spoke about Jawad. And right out of that conversation, in the break, I just stopped Jacqueline from going for a break. And I said, hey, wait, I want to talk to you about something. If what all she was talking about Jawad was true and whether Acumen wanted to be with Jawad's company, even if the challenge is what he was fighting, prolonged beyond 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years. And her answer had no confusion. It was a very clear yes. And what she said still just rings in my ears. Probably that is the first strong impression I got of Acumen. She said, there are very few people who stand for what is right, Sathya. And if they actually stand for what is right, it is important for the whole world to stand behind them and actually support them throughout. How many people in the world actually have this kind of a DNA? I just go back to the very first seminar of India Fellows way back in 2014. I felt, to be honest, as one of the chosen persons, I felt delighted. 20 out of 500 plus applications. And for the first time, I was just getting to meet people from different parts of India, all under one roof, and working with an American company. And I was like, what? Am I a rock star to have been selected here? Like, what? Why am I here? So it was really, really special in one sense. I really feel that probably the work that we were doing is really interesting, that Acumen picked me up for, the fellowship. I know that there are 19 other fellows in the room, and Bhavitra, Jackie, Jacqueline, Sasha, and some fascinating people. I just wanted to make a great effort to show that I was interesting. And in the process, my friend Ram Bargala, hey, just raise your hand, Ram. Come on, stand up. I think your hand, we are not able to see you. Right? Ram and I had a very, very tough conversation about whether caste-based reservations are needed in the country as a part of good society readings. it actually got quite serious, quite furious. Ram and I actually almost started staring at each other. And there came a point where I just ended the day slightly confused, slightly disturbed. And I went to bed. I wake up in the night to find a mail from Ram. I didn't have my glasses on. I just saw the mail that, yeah, there's a mail from Ram, and okay, so what is it about? So it's about, oh, it's an argument explaining why what he has done is right. I said, I'm not here to take this. I just got off my bed, and it was somewhere, midnight. I just got off my bed, and I opened my laptop and started searching for counter arguments. Counter arguments. Probably I didn't even read your mail, Ram. Right? I was just searching for counter arguments, just to prove that, no, I think I know better, and just to prove that, oh, no, this is not the argument that you should make. And I finally find one, because for eccentric searches in the Google, there are eccentric documents always available, right? And I finally pulled out something and just shot that mail to everyone, all the 19 fellows, Jackie, Bhavitra, and had I had all your email IDs, probably all of you would have got that mail. A mail supporting why what I believed was right. The next day, I walked to the breakfast table, hoping that this would be the discussion in the breakfast table. And as I walk, nobody cared a damn. Nobody cared a damn about it. I was just wondering, okay, so did they read the mail, or has it just missed their attention? In the break, Kaushik walks up to me. Kaushik, can you just raise your hand? Yeah. Kaushik walks up to me and says, Sathya, you cannot respond to a hate speech with another hate speech. Why did you send that 3 a.m. mail? Now I can relate to these 3 a.m. tweets that we get to see. And I just felt alone. I suddenly felt I was wrong. I feel alone. What all that rock star feeling I had yesterday is all gone. And I just feel that I'm no longer interesting. That is a point I just had to ask myself. I think, Sathya, you just lost the chance to be interesting forever. Can you try being interested? Can you try being interested? Listen to people. Understand what they have to say. I need not agree with what Ram says, but I at least should listen to him. I just realized that that particular thing has changed my life in many, many ways. My dear friends, the next 3 days, what we are spending together, I know that there might be some of us, not many, who might have the urge, what I had way back in 2014, to be interesting. I can promise that each and every one of you here is already incredibly interesting for the fact that you are already an Acumen Fellow. Don't worry about it. You are already interesting. It is given. I think we should just spend some time towards being interested. As Jacqueline said, trying to understand each other more, listen more than speak, understand more deeply. And when I say understand more deeply, it's not just about business. Something what your social media doesn't reveal, something what your LinkedIn doesn't reveal, something what your website doesn't reveal about your company, about you. Can we really get to know each other at that level? Yes, I agree that we all are here where some of us do have in our mind that, yes, we can create cross-border connections, collaborations across oceans and continents. Yes, we can all do that. But just remember, 3 out of 4 collaborations fail, and one of the most prominent reasons for that is humans don't connect enough. it's not just sufficient if businesses connect without humans connecting. Let's build meaningful connections, meaningful bonds. And today, I'm so proud, so delighted to say that the same Kaushik who confronted me way back in 2014 is the co-founder of Kheyti, without whom there isn't Kheyti. K of Kheyti is Kaushik, right? So, that's the way I say it. And we don't go to sell anything to the farmers. We do not go to sell anything to the farmers. We actually go to listen to the farmers, understand what they have to say, and build products based on that. And we realize we just don't want to add a product to the life of a farmer. We want to add value to the life of a farmer. And we realize this calls for a lot of empathetic listening. We should consciously stay away from being interesting and be more and more interested. Yes, we have to be vulnerable. We have to know each other over the next 3 days. Stories, as I said, which we cannot read about each other so generally. And let me close my thought by sharing a story which probably only my family knows, and because all of you are a part of my family, you may know. Irrespective of when I go home, my son and I, at least for 30 minutes, dance to the tunes of Starboy and throw popcorn on the floor. Please promise me that you'll not tell anyone, right? Right. Throw popcorn on the floor. From this side, my son comes crawling. From this side, I come crawling. And we just try having popcorn without our hands touching the popcorn, right? You understand how it is. And friends, it's just an example to say that, look, we love you all. I love you all. And I really want to know you not just at a business level, but at a person level. Thank you all. Thank you so much.